Welcome to Season 3 of Rush of Fear podcast, where we chat all things Halloween Horror Nights, Universal Orlando's premier scare event. Tonight for episode 11, we are chatting about the newest spec map from our friends over at HNNightmares. So now, let the mayhem begin.
What a rush of fear.
Hi, good evening, good morning, good afternoon. Whenever you are listening to this episode, we hope you're having a great day. It's me, it's Maddie. Hello, I am here with Kenneth.
Hello, I'm about to sneeze. Hold on, here we go.
Uh-oh.
Ready? And a 1, and a 2. There we go.
Bless you.
Thank you. Hey, it's me.
It's Kenneth. We are missing Michelle today. She is enjoying a wonderful vacation. So we will see Michelle back here sometime soon.
That means that we can probably expect like 7 announcements while she's on her cruise.
Yeah, I mean, I'm surprised that we haven't gotten any because she's been on her cruise for what, 3-4 days now?
We should have gotten 3 or 4 announcements.
We should have, yeah. I mean, a spec map announcement it's good. It's not officially from Horror Nights, but we'll take it. It's something.
Yeah,
it's something to chit chat about.
Yeah.
Yeah, but off air, we were just chit chatting or starting to chit chat about the new Minions land. So we're gonna talk about that now for the spec map stuff.
And you said that you had some Horror Nights related question about Minions land, right?
I do.
Okay.
Yeah. My question is, do we think that the Minions Cafe / that alleyway outside of the characters are going to be open during Halloween Horror Nights? Like, can I eat at the Minions Cafe during Horror Nights?
When you say the alleyway with the characters, you mean like where the Illumination Theater and the Transformers meet and greet are?
Yes.
I think that that street will be open. I don't see why it wouldn't be.
But like no characters, obviously.
No,
I meant the
yeah.
characters. Yeah. Oh, the street will be open. Thank God, because when that street was closed for construction, that was the worst reroute ever. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that was a very annoying. No, the characters won't be out. There's never any daytime entertainment at Halloween Horror Nights. It's a completely separate thing.
Could be fun. However,
imagine seeing Gunter and Johnny the gorilla.
Oh my God.
At Halloween Horror Nights.
Just the minions out there as like scare actors with chainsaws are running by.
I wouldn't say no to some purple minions at Horror Nights.
Oh, that's true.
But as for the restaurant, I kind of hope it is open during Horror Nights because it's to use a young person's expression, the food at Minions Cafe slaps. It's so good. It's the best restaurant in the park. And I don't dislike Minions. Like, I think the Minions are fine.
Yeah.
I enjoy a Minion from time to time, but there's no reason that the food at their restaurant should be as good as it is.
I haven't been able to experience it yet, unfortunately, but I've been looking at all of the social media and YouTube videos relating to it. Mm-hmm. And I think we're going to be able to try it on Sunday. So that'll be super exciting.
Yes. Oh, you know what? We should do some Rush of Fear Instagram live stuff from the Minion Cafe on Sunday.
Yeah, that would be so fun.
Yeah.
I would love that. But yeah, I mean, It would be nice. It would be nice to have maybe not like the Bake My Day or the Freeze Pop or the popcorn stand open, but at least Minions Cafe. Yeah. Because Monsters Cafe closed pre-Horror Nights. No.
Yeah, I think it was. It was closed during the last. Was it? I think it was because I remember eating a lot at those outside tables because I don't think we could go inside.
Yes, because that's why the scare actor dining was over at Louis.
Yes, you're right.
Because they had already closed it.
Yes.
The drink stand was still open out front with the rotating monsters on top, but not the cafe. It was closed. Not boarded up yet, but closed. And that definitely, I missed, because sitting in the Monsters Cafe was always a part of my Horror Night experience, especially when I was there on the days like Horror Nights start to Horror Nights end. That was like my middle of the road. I'm going to get food and now sit down in this indoor restaurant.
It's what we did opening night last year when we were doing our media. I mean, we didn't do media night, but like we did our episode from opening night, and we stopped and we sat in Monsters Cafe. I don't even remember if we had food. I don't think we did.
I think we were just so tired and wet.
We just sat there. Yes, that's right. It poured.
Yeah.
That was 2 years ago because I missed opening night.
Yeah,
last year because I was away at a wedding.
31.
Yes. No, this was opening night of 30 that we did this. Because it was what's it called? I remember talking about the Case Files Unearthed. Legendary
We've been doing this for so long. That makes me so happy.
Yeah, I feel like we still just started.
I know. It's crazy.
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I still feel like I suck at this. We're not good at this yet.
We each work on just multiple different podcasts, and we're like, we're the worst.
Yeah. Side note.
Yeah.
I just want to give myself big props on the editing job I did on the latest episode of Dream Jerks podcast because there were a lot of technical issues. There was like a whole section of that episode that we had to re-record because I realized that my computer froze up and stopped recording for like 15 minutes. And honestly, listening to it, I did it and I even couldn't tell like, wait, that was the edit? I didn't even notice that. So just want to say I'm shouting myself out, giving myself props on that. Anyway. I'm
very proud.
But yeah, Minion Cafe, I do hope it's open. The restaurant is very good. The food is, if you showed someone a list of restaurants that at Universal Studios Florida, just at that one park, and you just showed them the names of these restaurants and maybe like a description of like the theme and where it is, and you said which one of these restaurants has the most interesting, adventurous, and best menu. You would never pick Minions Cafe, but it is. It has the most interesting menu. I've had 4 meals there, and every single one has been phenomenal.
It's just every entree is a different style of cuisine, and that's just not something that you get at a Universal. Like even Simpsons, where there's different stands, it's all just kind of your basic theme park fare, you know?
Yeah.
And the only oddball is that they serve like fish and seafood. Whereas,
which isn't even that weird because like, you know, Long John Silver is a thing that exists.
Right. But it's just every single dish is different. Every single dish. And it just all looks delicious. Yeah, I know some things are probably maybe a little funky, like the two beverages with the whipped cream.
They're good. They're both good. I've had both of them and I love them.
Yeah, and that's what I've heard. So
I like the purple one better. The PX41 Punch, I think is what it's called. I've
also heard that, yeah.
I like that one better. It's like a lemonade soda thing. Mm-hmm. The yellow one is banana soda, which you hear that and you're like, okay, I bet I know what that's like. And then you take a sip and you're like, oh, wow, that's banana soda.
I'm excited to try the banana beer or the banana
bread beer. That's pretty good too. I had that one as well.
I think Universal is learning from their Mardi Gras and their HHN food booths that like people want more in a theme park than just cheeseburgers, chicken tenders, and pizza. Like they will eat these different things. I think they kind of started to learn that with Today Show Cafe. And like, yeah, they're all sandwiches and salads, but like they're all very different. And it's not just your basic like PB&J or turkey with cheddar. So I think they're learning and they're growing their culinary vines out, and they're like, people want these things, we're going to give them more of these things and just see how it goes.
I think it has to be a balance because I think that in any like Minions Cafe, you're going to get a lot of kids that are going in there, and I don't know that a lot of kids are going to want to try like an udon noodle bowl or Szechuan chicken or Agnes's honeymoon soup. Just like it looks fun. I haven't had that one. That's probably the next thing I'm going to try is the honeymoon soup. Mm-hmm. But like it looks silly and fun because it looks like the soup that Agnes makes in Despicable Me 3, which I didn't realize until recently when I just kind of put that movie on in the background. But like it's a tomato soup, I think, and like a kid's just not going to want that. So like the kids menu, I will say the kids menu at Minion Cafe is a little underwhelming considering that like that's probably why most families are going to go there in the first place, is because the kids want to go there.
Mhm.
Like I can't imagine many families of like the mom and dad are like, you know what, let's go to Minions Cafe because I'm in the mood for like the best pork sandwich I've ever had in my life, which it is, by
Right.
the way.
I have also, that's what Tim Tracker said.
It's the best. No, that pork sandwich, no exaggeration, is the best quick service theme park meal I've ever had in my life.
Oh, I'm
It's
so excited.
so good. But yeah, so I hope it's open during Horror Nights because and when it was Monsters Cafe, because the Monsters menu was like whatever, like we didn't love Monsters Cafe because of the food. We loved it because of
Right.
the vibes,
the Monsters
environment.
Cafe, exactly. And the Monsters Cafe menu changed a lot within the last like 3 years of it being open. Like when I was younger, Monsters Cafe was your most basic barbecue food. It was basically what the Thunder Falls Terrace and Islands was, with like just here's an entire half a chicken, have fun.
It was barbecue. It was ribs. It was chicken.
Yeah, and then more recently, before it closed, they like totally changed the fare, and it was still that kind of barbecue, but it was like elevated barbecue, and they had a lot more like vegan and vegetarian options as well.
Yeah.
But I don't think that it drew in the crowd for the food that they wanted. And so as sad as it was to see it go, because it's such a huge part of like our history and our community at Universal, I do think that changing that whole front area to Minions was a good idea. And it just brought in something new and exciting and new food and tater tots that look like a Minion. Those
are very good. Like, there isn't a single thing on this menu that you can point at that if I've tried it, it's all been good.
I'm excited. I'm excited about the udon.
I've had little bites and pieces of other people's food that that got things I didn't get. It's like, let me try your Minion tot. Let me taste your drink, and like everything is amazing. And
you know what though? The
crazy.
One thing that I'm sad that they did not offer this. I want this to be a premium option. I will pay top dollar. I want that fucking tortilla chip guac hat.
Oh, wow.
I want it. I don't know how, but I want it. Ever since I saw that movie, I have wanted that hat.
It seems structurally impossible.
It does. I don't care.
I think, have you ever seen Binging with Babish on YouTube?
No.
Binging with Babish is a YouTube channel where this guy he recreates foods from movies and TV. And
that's so cool.
It's really fun. He has so many SpongeBob episodes. It's amazing. But I want to say he tried to make the tortilla chip guacamole hat from Despicable Me 2. And I don't remember how it went, but it seems like the bottom of it would have to be so thick in order to support the weight of the guacamole and keep the shape of the hat, that it just feels like it wouldn't work. Or if it did, like the chip would be too thick to eat, Right.
And you know what? I get that. But at the same time, that's my favorite. We can dream. It is my one man's dream. I quite frequently I use the meme of Gru sitting down in the chair looking like super sad and just breaking off the piece of his hat and dipping it and eating it. Because most of the time when I leave work after a hard day, that's how I feel. That is how I feel. But you know what I don't have to quell my sadness and exhaustion from work is a tortilla chip hat with guac. So who's the real winner here? It's Gru. Oh my gosh. Well,
I have more to say about Minions, but we'll get to it when it becomes relevant based on the speculation map.
Yay! Speculation map. So exciting. Yes. Version 3.0. 3.0.
There's very rarely any like midpoint updates to the spec map. We never get version 3.1.
That's true. That's true.
Horror Nights Nightmares, if you're listening.
Hi, first of all. We
Hello.
love you.
Glad to have you. Thanks for being here. You look great. Second, let's get some 0.1, 0.2.
Yeah.
And even maybe a second decimal point, like let's get spec map 3.2.1.
Oh, yeah.
Or no, that's too base. That's too, 3.4.7. Let's get like really, really minute in the changes.
The Dewey Decimal System.
Yeah.
Of spec maps.
Well, it's like app updates, like they're little by little. It's like, okay, now there's a big update, so we go to the next full number.
Did they not used to have? Hold on.
Let's wait. Whatever you're looking up, it's not worth it.
No, I really think I remember our first year doing this. The spec map did have a number
updated
after
in
the point.
The decimals.
Yeah. Did it not?
I doubt it. Because that would be like one thing changed, and then it's like not even worth releasing a new map.
Oh, yeah, it didn't.
You know what I mean?
Okay, I lied. I do in Horror Night Nightmares. I love you. You know that. However, my one request. What word was that? Request. Yep. Is that we go back to the old style of the spec map,
where it looks like the real park map.
Yeah, it hurts my eyeballs. This one, it hurts my eyeballs just a little bit. I struggle to see where things are.
Which is weird because it's pointing at places on the map, but I understand what you mean and I kind of agree.
Yeah.
It just looks messier. Anyway, this map has me excited.
It does. Yes. It was the topic of conversation at work today.
There's things on it that, follow in line of what rumors we've seen. There's things that have carried over from the previous map, which is always a good sign. And there are some surprises on here.
There are.
That I'm thrilled at the prospect of some of this stuff. So let's yeah.
Yeah. Do we want to? So we are currently looking at both the newest version, which is version 3, next to version 2.
Yes.
So if you're listening along and not actively, but not operating a motor vehicle, please and thank you. If you are sitting somewhere and you don't have to focus on the road, please look at these next to one another so that you can follow along.
Pull over your forklift. If you're listening at work.
Put on your hazards.
Yeah.
And follow along. All right. So let's start at we'll do houses first, and then we'll do scare zones, and then we'll do shows.
Starting from the front of the park, right? As usual. Yeah,
front of the park. What's that first one?
The Roman numeral 3 on trees.
Yeah.
Three trees outside of Ebbing, Missouri.
Oh my God. Now, is it?
I don't think it's a 3. It's like a claw mark. It's a scratch. Yeah.
That was funny though. I want to have the most recent host on UUOP, like the special guest host.
Oh yeah.
He had the soundboard of Tracy's lines that she says. I want a soundboard for when Michelle's gone.
Oh yeah, we need that. What would you have played now? What would be that sound?
Oh man. Something relating to the fact that it's a picture and not a title or words.
Yeah.
A picture. What am I supposed to do with that?
It's interesting to get this picture because I wonder why it's a picture and not a word. You know what I mean? Is it because I wonder if it's the fact, I don't know how, again, we don't know how Horror Nights Nightmares gets this information.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know what they look at, what they're told. But is it possible that the ones on here that don't have words, it's because whatever they're seeing, they're like, I'm getting a vibe, but I'm not getting a specific about what this is. You know what I mean? It's going to be in the woods. There's going to be a creature,
mm-hmm.
but beyond that, I couldn't really guess at what this is,
It's giving Professor Trelawney vibes, where she's just like she's pulling from the tea leaves at the bottom of the cup. Like,
yes.
It's a grim. But yeah, the pictures are the newest thing this year. They're confusing everybody.
But you know what? That makes things fun. I like
It
that.
does.
It keeps the conversation going.
Because it also, when you get just like a name of potentially an original house like we have in years past, there's only so much that you can deduce from those titles. But with pictures, you're like, oh my God, it could be a million things. So like we're gonna read between the lines on our podcast and think of like, oh, it might be this. But then on another podcast, they're gonna be like, oh, well, we think it's this. So now there's just like competing ideas as to what it could be.
Yeah.
Or it could just not be any of the above, and we're all silly gooses. But claw mark, trees, pretty exciting. Maybe a revamp of American Werewolf in London, ? Or just like some sort of werewolf house in general. Maybe something to do with like Yeti Terror of the Yukon, but like forest and not winterscape.
A forest Yeti. What?
I know. What? It's Cocaine Bear.
And I would welcome that.
Yep.
I would. I liked that movie. Surprisingly not as fun as I thought it was going to be.
Very gory.
Very gory, but like but so many of the characters that died, spoilers for Cocaine Bear, but so many of the people, you know, it's in a slash 'em up, everybody's dying movie, you kind of want the characters that are getting killed to be like, yeah, get him, Cocaine Bear. That guy sucks, you know? But like a lot of the victims in the Cocaine Bear, I was like, what did they do wrong? They didn't do anything wrong. Why did they die?
I also kind of felt bad for Cocaine Bear. Like, he didn't know any better. He didn't know what that was.
Yeah.
He was just a silly little goose running around the forest and just happened to open up a ton of cocaine. He's just a bear. Sad.
What a wacky movie. That was a movie released by Universal Pictures in the year 2023.
Can you imagine if that was a Horror Nights house? That is also a fact that I find so interesting. Like, what a funny lady.
Yeah, she has one of the most fascinating careers in entertainment.
Honestly, yeah. And you know what? Her best line in any film ever is from the very first Hunger Games, where she goes, "That is mahogany." And she'll never live that down.
Do you think these trees on this spec map picture are mahogany trees?
Oh, absolutely.
They're made of mahogany wood.
Rumor confirmed Cocaine Bear for Halloween Horror Nights 32.
That could be a bear. It could be a wolf. It could be a wolverine. It could be a Yeti or a Bigfoot or a Sasquatch. It could be
badger. A badger has 3 claws.
Honey badger. Yeah, like what creatures live in the woods?
A velociraptor has. Do they have 3 or 2?
I don't know. Well, seeing 3 claw marks like that will always remind me of Jurassic Park 3.
True.
And so this is a Jurassic Park 3 house.
Yep.
Anyway, we're just being okay. Let's move on.
Silly gooses.
We have no information. We are looking at a picture and talking about nothing.
Yeah. All of what we say is proprietary. So previously on last version spec map, this was Demon Slayer.
Oh yeah.
Demon Slayer is, spoiler alert, no longer on any spec map.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Interesting. I wonder why. I wonder what made them think. Maybe when we get to this house, we'll be like, oh, this is why they thought it was Demon Slayer. You know?
Maybe. Yeah.
I would love to get into the behind the scenes of like how this gets put together.
Who's to say?
How this map gets put together. But yes, no more Demon Slayer.
Yeah.
Again, an IP that I would be really interested to see come to the event. I didn't know it was popular enough to be included, but like I know it's got its diehard fans, so like it's bring in a whole new demographic of people that are coming to see this thing instead of your typical horror movies that that might be a different audience.
Yeah. And ready for this transition?
Yeah.
Talking about typical horror movies, our next house is The Exorcist.
Yes, and again, comparing it to the previous map. Last time it said Exorcist Believer, which is the new movie, but now it just says The Exorcist.
Interesting change.
And I wonder if that means that it's not based on the new movie. Is it based on the original movie? Is it based on the TV show that was recently out? I don't know if it's still on, but I know there was a show.
Really? How did I miss that?
I don't know. I think it was on like FX or something. I'm going to look it up.
Suspicious.
But there's lots of options here, but you know what? I was a fan of The Exorcist house in it was a 2016 American television series. That was so long ago. What?
Oh.
I could have sworn it was like just on. But it was 2016.
Kenneth is in the past.
Yeah. This show was on when the Exorcist house at HHN 2016 was there.
Oh, T.
Yeah.
I have heard only good things about the original Exorcist house that we had. And I have watched a couple walkthroughs of our Exorcist house in Orlando, but also the one out in Hollywood. Mm-hmm. And I would love to be able to walk through an Exorcist house myself.
Yeah.
But like with our new updated technology.
Right. And just the different interpretation, just like we got with Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 years ago and with Halloween last year, where these are movies that have been at the event as houses before. Yeah. And now we're doing the same movie again, but it's not the same house.
Yeah.
Which is always a really interesting approach, a cool way to tackle something.
I also, maybe they'll give this Exorcist house like the Poltergeist treatment, where the creative team takes a lot of liberties with,
the first Exorcist house was kind of like that already.
Fair.
Because again, like the movie mostly takes place in one room, but obviously you can't stay in one room the whole time in a house. So like it did
I don't know. Have you seen the Happy Death Day house? They stayed in one room for like 3/4 of that.
Yeah, I guess you're right. But yeah, the Exorcist house did become pretty abstract and like interpretive of like, okay, now this room is not the puking scene, but it is like a deconstruction of that moment. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
like we are going to take the idea of Reagan puking all over the priest and we're going to turn that concept into a room rather than just present that scene. So like the house was kind of already like that. But that's kind of what helps make this idea of seeing the same movie interpreted again so interesting to me, is with this movie more than with Halloween, is that it does kind of have to become abstract in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
Just to keep it interesting, just to keep it like, okay, we just left this room and now we're back in it again, and like this girl's still on her bed and like what's going on. It does have to really think outside the box.
Fair. I want to meet Beelzebub.
Oh no, it's Pazuzu.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, that's the demon's name in that film. Pazuzu.
How silly. It's been a hot minute since I've seen The Exorcist.
Here's my feedback for demons is like, get scarier names, because Beelzebub is pretty silly.
Pazuzu is also pretty silly.
That sounds like you would order it at an Italian restaurant. And it's not scary.
What's that? What's that fast food Italian restaurant? Fazoli's?
Yeah, Fazoli's.
It's a Fazoli's
another
entree.
Demon. Beelzebub, Pazuzu, Fazoli.
Find them all at Olive Garden. When you're here, you're family.
Yes.
Oh my God. Wait, did you see, listeners, you can listen in on this as well. Did you see the meme that's been going around Facebook and Twitter today? I actually posted it in the Producers Club Facebook group, but it's a picture of Vin Diesel next to the sign for Ohana's.
Yes, I saw that.
Ohana means family.
I saw it because you posted it in the Producers Club.
Oh,
I hadn't seen it. Yeah, that's good. I liked that.
Thank you. Okay, well, we haven't told you the places for these two houses we've talked about, but the Bear Claw Cocaine Bear one is it looks like it's in the spot that not Hellgate. What was
Hellgate Prison or
Hell Block.
Hell Block Horror.
So right in between the Universal Studios store and the entrance to Minions, that is where Cocaine Bear looks like it'll be. And then The Exorcist is looking like...
Cocaine Bear with an asterisk after it.
Yeah. Big
Cocaine Bear asterisk. And then at the bottom it says, not Cocaine Bear.
Not Cocaine Bear. The Exorcist looks like it's going to be running through Music Plaza. So most likely where the Salem Witch one was last year.
Oh, yeah, maybe. Or the witches, the what's whatever.
Yep.
I'm never gonna remember what the house was called.
I know it did not make an impact, unfortunately. Cool. So moving on to our next house, we have another picture. This is the same picture that was on the Spec Map version 2, but it's of the little village with like the church steeple and then the pentagram.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the Jimmy Fallon Q house.
Yes.
I don't even remember what we thought it would be last year, or not last year, last episode.
I don't know. It looks like just the picture by itself just reminds me of the Salem witch trials. Because it's got a pentagram and an old town, little village.
Mm-hmm.
It just calls that to mind.
Yeah, for sure.
And I don't know if I could be wrong. Off the top of my head, I can't think of any house that has explored the Salem witch trials specifically. So it would be a cool thing to see. Yeah. If that's what this is, which who knows? It
could be. I'd be here for it.
Mm-hmm.
Hocus Pocus is one of my favorite Halloween films. Yes. Fear Street 1666 is a great episode of the Fear Street trilogy. Mm-hmm. The Crucible is an excellent book. Movie's a little questionable, but that's okay. We'll give it a break. So yeah, I'd be here for it. I think witches are always a classic thing that you can use for any haunt or Halloween event. I just think that last year's witch house had so much potential and just something fell a little short, but Salem witches could be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The pentagram really just kind of makes me, it just draws that line and I can't unthink it.
Nothing says Halloween Horror Nights like persecuting witches.
Yeah. Maybe it's the witch's revenge. I think that sounds familiar to me. I think we must have said that last time. I think Michelle must have said that.
Yeah.
That the witches are like, hey, quit bothering us.
Yeah. Stop sinking everyone with rocks. We're not witches.
Yeah. But maybe they are. See, that's the thing is like if they are witches and like, hey, quit killing the wrong people. We're witches. We got you. We'll kill you.
Yeah, we could just like cure your diseases, but you're not letting us because you think we're bad.
Yeah.
Anyways, moving on to the biggest, the biggest part of this spec map that everyone and their mother is talking about.
The biggest new addition to the spec map from last time.
Yeah. Was this speculated on the original one, or was it just a rumor? That never got.
No.
I can't remember, and I'm not going to pull it up.
I don't think it was on the map before.
But it's something that everyone was talking about because I'm going to be real. Out of all 4 seasons of Stranger Things, this one I think would make the best house. season 1 is directly after that, and season 3 is after that, with 2 being last. But this one and like everything relating to Vecna and the house and the upside down and Vecna's portion of the upside down, terrifying. The clock chimes. Oh, I haven't even said what we're talking about. It's Stranger Things season 4.
Oh wow. Yeah, we were just too excited about it.
That was my tangent. I'll get off my soapbox. But I think just like walking through the house, because like when I hear that clock chime, whether it's like on my TikTok For You page of some sort of edit, or like there's a podcast I listen to called Streaming Things, and they talk about Stranger Things all the time, and like they'll use the clock chime in their podcast. It still gives me like a little like heart hiccup, and I'm like, oh my God, Vecna. Because it was just such a pivotal part of the season. Yeah. And I think walking into that house and hearing the clock chime at some point, and like running up that hill with all the red and the vines and the spooky house, like it is spot on for a Horror Nights house.
It's I thought it was the scariest season by far.
I mean, how those kids die.
It's gruesome. Shocking for
else.
This show, which has never really gotten into body horror in that way.
Yeah.
That was like a lot to take on that show.
The only kind of body horror we had before was like slugs popping out of people's mouths.
Oh yeah, sure. And that happens all the time.
No. Watching Chrissy die in that first episode, spoilers if you haven't seen it, sorry, but it's been so long, you should probably watch it. But like,
if you haven't seen it, you've heard the song about Chrissy Wake Up.
Exactly.
So you know.
It would be such an amazing house. And the hard thing is that I personally would want so many things in the house. And I know that that's not always possible, especially where it looks like this house is rumored to be placed, which is one of the back sound stages. So last year, this was the Chupacabra sound stage, which if I was going to do Stranger Things, I would put it in the biggest possible sound stage you had.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely don't want it in the shared soundstage.
Right. So I think that would probably be where The Exorcist is. So like the Music Plaza where it was that very first year.
Yeah.
But still, if we get Stranger Things back after not having it for 2-3 years, I'll be happy. I'll be happy no matter what.
Yeah.
It could be in a tent and I'll still be happy that it's here.
It's hard to put into words like the cultural juggernaut that Stranger Things is.
Yeah.
Like last year when season 4 was like new, not when it was coming out, because again, they batch release and then they had like the last 2 or 3 episodes later. But like the anticipation to that last drop.
Yeah.
Was such an event, and like I had people over. We had like a whole little like Stranger Things finale watch party thing.
I think I gave away my shift at work the next day so that I could stay up late and watch it when it released.
Like this was Super Bowl level excitement for just like TV fans, pop culture fans, and horror fans, nerdy stuff fans, just like, and it crosses over into so many different like communities, I think, and fandoms, that Stranger Things kind of falls into so many different things. And it being such a truly horror forward season makes it like, if we did the first 3 seasons of Stranger Things and then we don't get to do the 4th one, which was just by far on another level as far as horror goes. And I'm not even going to say that it was like really scary, but like on this show's terms, it was pretty scary.
Yeah.
And so like,
it was just shocking.
Yeah. We need it.
We do. We really do. It's Stranger Things itself, seasons 1 through 4, has been such a moment in history. Like I feel like pre-Stranger Things on streaming services, like you were just kind of, oh, like, yeah, I have Netflix, but like you would never really, you had Netflix for like the movies. But now post, everyone is trying, and we were just talking about this before the episode started, but like I feel like every new show that comes out is trying to be what Stranger Things did.
Yeah.
They're trying to get that instant season 1 hooked viewership. And Stranger Things has kept that viewership and grown it to just an unbelievable standard. Like they were the streaming service cultural reset. Every streaming service is trying to make a Stranger Things show that just everyone loves and everyone gets hooked on right away. And there's, edits made and people are making songs about your show and like you're boosting a song that hasn't been heard since the 80s and it's number 1 on iTunes and like it's just it did so many things. And you're right, it was a Super Bowl style experience. Like I was sitting here in my room and I'm sobbing during those last 2 episodes because you're just like, you don't know what's going to happen and it's just so exciting. And it was so epic, like that epic remix of it was like Running Up the Hill mushed together with the Stranger Things song, mushed together with something else. I can't even remember at this point. I want that song on Spotify and it's not on Spotify. So you know what I did? I bought YouTube Premium so I can listen to that scene while driving in my car. Not watch it, but listen to it because that song just gives me the ooey gooey feels inside that a lot of other shows can't do.
Yeah.
So,
me with the first Marathon of Mayhem, listening to that in the car.
Yeah, too. Exactly.
But yeah, Stranger Things, I think before Stranger Things, like streaming shows, there were shows that were like good and like universally just like critically agreed upon, like this is a great show. Mm-hmm. And if you're not watching Orange is the New Black on Netflix, like do yourself a favor and watch it. Fair. But it wasn't to that level. I think Stranger Things was the first one where it was like, okay, this can be like streaming shows can be like cultural events the same way that like Star Wars was in the 70s, you know, like it consumes every conversation in every area of the world.
Yeah.
It's a big deal.
It's later on down the road, it's going to be like Friends. It's going to be like Seinfeld or, those shows that people still talk about to this day and people still watch over and over and over again. And they still sell merchandise for, and, everybody still talks about it. Like Millie Bobby Brown is going to be a star and she's going to be known as 11 till the day she dies.
Yeah.
Like,
until she plays Weird Al in a movie. She's going to be 11.
True.
I don't know if anyone's going to know what I'm talking about.
That's okay.
I see people dressed as Eddie Munson at Universal still, like this week.
You know what? If this house does come and if they do put an Eddie Munson character, like scare actor in the house, I hope he is up on a trailer playing his cute little guitar and as far away from people as he can be. I don't want anyone to touch him. And I want him to be wearing earplugs so that he can't hear any of the disgusting things that people are going to scream at him. Because working in Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, the amount of times that I have been wandering the land and hear people call Kylo Ren daddy or say disgusting things to him, we're not having it. If you come to Halloween Horror Nights, there are young adults behind that makeup. Watch what you say.
Yeah. They say disgusting things to Rilo Ken. They say disgusting things to Kylo Ren and they say stranger things to Eddie Munson.
Oh my goodness.
All right, let's move on.
Goodness gracious.
Spent a long time talking about Stranger Things.
We did.
We're excited.
We're very excited. So our next house, the one directly next to where Chupacabra was, potentially now Stranger Things, where Dead Man's Pier last year was, is the same picture in the exact same spot, which gives me hope.
Yeah.
From Spec Map 2. And that is the cute little castle and the cute little dragon.
Which rumors have circulated, and we have shared rumors on our social medias about this very thing. And it's possible, perhaps, that this could be a house based on dueling dragons at Universal's Islands of Adventure, Lost Continent, Merlinwood area.
I'm not even ashamed that I hopped on that rumor train, because I just think it's it would be so smart of them.
If
so
this
smart.
is that, it's probably my most anticipated house.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
It's hard to say because there's a lot of things to be excited about on this, but like Dueling Dragons as a haunted house is just so cool.
Yeah.
So exciting.
I want to say Dueling Dragons was like the roller coaster that was the one that I always wanted to ride. And it unfortunately wasn't my first roller coaster, just because I did Rock and Roller Coaster before my first time at Universal. But like, I always knew about Dueling Dragons growing up. And I was like, one day I'm going to ride that ride. And then the day I rode that ride was the best day of my life. It is such a good coaster. And I miss it at least twice a week. I
schedule times to miss it. I'm like, okay, hold on. I have to go sit in that chair over there in 3 minutes to miss Dueling Dragons.
That's valid. I just think it would be so cool. The queue itself for Dueling Dragons felt like a Horror Night, like not like a Horror Nights house, but it could feel like a Horror Nights house. There were skulls, and there were burned up knights. There we go. And there were frozen knights. And I think a dragon puppet would be really cool.
Oh yeah.
And like a medieval castle would be really cool. And I'm also just thinking about the potential merchandise for this house, and I think that could also be pretty cool.
It is a regret of mine that I didn't ever get a Dueling Dragons shirt. They had that one tie-dye shirt that was like half red and half blue.
Yeah.
I wish I had that shirt.
That's like $1 million on eBay.
I thought about it whenever like we knew that Wizarding World of Harry Potter was going to come, but they hadn't closed the area yet. I was like, I should get a Dueling Dragons shirt. And I don't know why I didn't. And I'm stupid.
Not stupid. We just didn't know.
I
didn't
knew
know then what we know now. Oh, okay. You knew.
I knew it was going away and I didn't get it.
Then you might be a little bit of a silly goose, but that's okay.
Yeah.
That's okay.
But yeah, there are rooms from the queue of Dueling Dragons that could be recreated exactly as part of this house. And I hope that we do see at least a little bit of that. I don't expect them to recreate entire rooms, but like give us those same like moments, you know, like I want to see the frozen knights on the ceiling. I want to see the charred area, and maybe like we'll see like a burn victim knight that's like, the dragon got me, you know, like, and he'll say it just like that. That's if he doesn't say it exactly like that, I'm going to be mad.
Maybe we'll even see Merlin.
Oh my God.
That could be so cool. You know what, though? It would be so smart of them, seeing as though everybody nowadays loves a good vintage t-shirt. If this house comes to fruition, for them to bring back merchandise from the old ride and just like kind of restyle it a little bit for the house itself.
We've already broken new ground with Horror Nights merch with the white t-shirts for The Last of Us. Yep. So if we had a Horror Nights shirt that was half red, half blue tie-dye, I would eat that up. I would be I just want that shirt. And they've reprinted classic Horror Nights shirts in the past. So if there is a house based on a classic attraction, it would just be so smart to reintroduce classic merchandise.
Mm-hmm.
And just put the little Horror Nights logo on the sleeve or on the back right below the neckline, like they do all the time. Just do that. But man, what a cool idea. Yeah. And again, I'm sure I talked about it last time, but I've always thought about Disney, who, has movies based on their rides, the Haunted Mansion, Pirates of the Caribbean. Now we've got the Jungle Cruise. There was the Country Bears, and Universal has always been in the position of everything at Universal is based on movies except The Lost Continent.
Yeah.
And I talked about this on Twitter a lot when Poseidon's Fury closed, but the idea that Universal would kind of tap those Lost Continent attractions for the potential of making movies based on them has always been exciting to me ever since Pirates of the Caribbean movies started coming out. Me always having been more of a Universal fan than a Disney fan. I was like, well, I wish Universal could do this too, but they can't, except for Dueling Dragons. That's basically all they've got. And this is a little version of that. You know, it's not a movie, but it is a narrative experience that we will get to have based on a classic attraction.
Exactly.
If this is real.
Right.
And I hope it is.
Yeah. Other options for Castle with Dragon, potentially Lady Dragon from Shrek. That could always be fun and interesting. We could have some drunkies in there.
Yeah. Dragon Tales.
Oh,
from
Dragon Tales.
Yes.
Da, 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 da.
Quest for Camelot, an animated film that I remember exists, and that's and nothing else.
Well, tomorrow is a very exciting day for all of us Taylor Swift fans.
Oh, is it?
It is her official re-release of the Speak Now. So it'll be Speak Now Taylor's version.
Okay.
Which originally released in 2010. And there is a song in there called Long Live, where Taylor talks about fighting dragons at a castle. Right. So you know what? This is also rumored to be a Speak Now Taylor Swift house. She is coming to Horror Nights. She is breaking new ground. Following
in The Weeknd's footsteps from last year. Billie Eilish's, canceled or not canceled, but dropped house from the year before. Taylor Swift. I was listening to you and just wondering how this was going to connect. I have nothing against Taylor Swift. I really, really respect all the Taylor's version stuff. I think that's the coolest thing that's ever happened in music industry. But I don't know her stuff other than the big radio singles. So I was just like, how? Where are we going?
She has a singular song that talks about fighting dragons.
I want to listen to that now.
It's good.
That's really cool that's a song that she had.
Yeah. Well, listen to it tomorrow when it's officially her version and she'll get paid for it.
Yeah, I'm going to listen to Taylor's version, obviously.
Perfect.
Yeah.
When did Dueling Dragons close?
2000.
If you say 2010.
No, I'm wrong because it was still there as Dragon Challenge. It must have closed in 2017 would be my guess. When did it
change from Dueling Dragons to Dragon Challenge?
When the Wizarding World of Harry Potter opened in 2010.
Oh my gosh. Taylor Swift knows everything.
Is that when that song came out in 2010?
Yeah, 2010.
Okay, yeah.
Scary.
She was on it.
She is known for Easter eggs.
She went to Islands of Adventure on vacation. And she said, that roller coaster was cool. I'm writing a song.
Exactly.
I'm going to write a song.
Exactly. All right. Moving on to our next house. This is in the Fast and Furious queue, which on last Spec Map 2.0, it said top secret. And I know we had a bunch of silly things to say about that. On this week's spec map, it says Chucky. So Chucky has moved from the fun of the park over to Fast and Furious. And you know what? I believe this. It feels legit. It's in color. It said top secret last week.
What part of this do you believe? What do you mean?
That this is actually where Chucky will be.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I know that he's coming.
Right.
He's a given. He's been a given for over a year now. Well, less than a year, but whatever.
Yeah, it's been a while. I think Top Secret was referring to Stranger Things. Looking at this map now, I think that's what it was.
Yeah, you're right. Well, Chucky, how do we feel? I don't have anything else to say. We've talked about Chucky already.
I've exhausted my thoughts on Chucky. I do need to watch the show.
Yeah, me too.
And I will do that soon. I'm running out of other things to watch, so it will be there. So yeah, I'm gonna watch it eventually soon. And
what streaming service is it on again?
Peacock.
Peacock?
Yes. I say it like that too sometimes.
Guys, I'm really tired. So just I'm going to be editing this tomorrow. And I'm just going to not remember anything I said because I'm pretty sure I was half asleep. Not because it's not interesting, but just because it's been a week and I am tired.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, so Chucky. Yay!
Hooray!
Hooray!
Come on down, little man. And okay.
He's just a little fella who likes to kill people.
Mm-hmm.
Sure is. All right.
Yeah.
This next one, I have had Twitter up since we hopped on this call because HNNightmares. Oh, there we go. HNNightmares tweeted a couple of things after they tweeted about the spec map. So if you're following along at home and you're looking at this next house, which is, oh God, where is that? Is that a tent?
That is the
No.
entrance. It's hard because the entrance is next to the Fear Factor stage.
Yeah.
But last year, I'm sorry, I'm chewing. Let me just finish chewing and then start over.
How dare you? Goodness.
Okay. It's tricky because that's the entrance that's next to the Fear Factor stage, or Nightmare Fuel. But last year, that entrance went to Bugs, which was in Tent 2. And I want to say we now know that the Tent 3 Men in Black tent is not going to be used this year. So this is probably Tent 2 where Bugs was last year. Okay. If the layout is the same as it was last year.
Right. And it looks like looking at Spec Map 2 versus Spec Map 3, there are 2 dots next to each other next to Nightmare Fuel, whereas last one, it was the 1 dot by Nightmare Fuel and then the 2 dots over by on the other side of Men in Black. So
that doesn't make any sense. I don't understand how that entrance would work there.
I have no idea. Unless to get rid of the jumbled mess that happens by Men in Black, you have both lines starting next to Nightmare Fuel, which
you're
then
just moving one jumbled mess from one place to another. You're never going to be able to get rid of that. Right.
It creates even more of a problem for when Nightmare Fuel exits.
Yeah.
So, okay. Well,
maybe, okay, this is, my guess is that these entrance locations might not be exactly right, but what it represents as far as like where the actual house is might be more accurate.
Yeah.
You know, so like these 2 dots that are next to Nightmare Fuel are the 2 tents.
Yep.
And then the other 2 dots, which are spread out on either side of Springfield, are the 2 parade buildings.
Yeah. I like that. That makes sense. But the image that they have for this tent house, I don't even know how to describe it. It's an insignia and it has the letter C inside of it. It gives me like port of entry vibes.
Yeah.
And
It's like a pro wrestling belt from Port of Entry.
yeah,
is
kind
what it
of.
looks like to me.
And from Horror Night Nightmares, they tweeted an image of that exact same insignia, but instead of the letter C, it says the letters JS, potentially relating to Jack Schmidt.
Right.
And in their tweet, it says, "Look familiar?" ? With like the two questioning eyeballs. And then they replied to their own tweet, and it's an image that says Dr. Oddfellow's Carnival of Thrills. And there has been a rumor that we are going to be getting a carnival-related house that is the precursor to Jack Schmidt, i.e. Jack the Clown. And on last month's Spec map, this image was looks to be circus tent with a big cloud behind it. So.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Who's to say?
I'm looking at this Jack Schmidt wrestling belt. So, and looking at the one on this map, I think it's not just a C, but I think that C is inside an O.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
So Oddfellow Carnival.
I can
which
see
I would have said circus, but this graphic says Carnival of Thrills. So yeah, either way. But yes, I've heard that rumor as well. I've seen that rumor as well.
Yep.
And
could be pretty cool.
I like a circus environment or like a carnival environment for a haunted house.
It do be spooky.
Yeah. And I went through one Jack's house in 2007, Carnival of Carnage. They had a Jack's Fun House in Clownovision, which was a 3D house.
Oh, that's
and
cool.
It was fun. It was cool. I was still very new to Horror Nights. That was the year that I like kind of lost my nervousness about Horror Nights and was able to just like go all in and fully enjoy it. And that house, I was just like, okay, this is like goofy, like whatever. And so because it was in the one of those 3D houses, which did you do a 3D house, Maddy? Did you do the Chance house?
I haven't. No, my 27 was my first year.
Okay. The 3D houses just have this like neon like look to them, which makes like everything is just a little bit less scary automatically,
right?
At least to me. And so the idea of getting like a carnival themed house that isn't in that 3D Clownovision, that is also related to Jack, is a cool idea to me. Kind of like the Jack scenes from the Icon's house, or even the Carnival Graveyard, maybe, like kind of is a vibe that I could see being cool for something like this. But in any case, we've never really gotten into the character of Oddfellow. And so it would be really cool to see kind of how this came about, what happened, what's the story here, who was this guy. That's fun. That we're like getting even deeper into the Horror Nights lore, which we already know goes real deep.
It does.
Let's get in a little capsule and go even deeper.
Yeah.
Sorry, maybe edit that out. But yeah, let's get in there. Let's go down into the lore. You can leave it if you want. I'll leave that up to you.
Yeah. It would be pretty cool. I say it every time we talk about Jack, as someone who never got to see him before the Icon's house, and even that, it wasn't enough. I would love to see the origin story of Jack the Clown. And anything relating to a carnival, a circus, clowns in general, it does have an air of creepiness. It's the environment that comes with a circus or a carnival. And one of my favorite Horror Nights houses was, and it wasn't the Carnival of Carnage because that was the Jack house, but it was the Carnival
Graveyard.
Yeah. I thought that was a really cool house. And even though it wasn't fully relating to a carnival, it still gave off those spooky vibes.
Yeah.
So could be fun.
That was a
could
good
be
time.
Cool. Yeah. And a circus related house in a tent. The humor is not lost on me.
It's perfect.
It is. It's perfect. They could decorate the tent to look like a circus tent.
They better.
I know.
You know what they need to do? They're in Horror Nights 2007, Carnival of Carnage, they had a little Ferris wheel over in front of Men in Black.
Yes, I've seen pictures of this.
They should put something like that outside of this tent.
Yes. They should also put a Jack Scare actor in the lagoon on a swan boat, like they did that one time in downtown Orlando. That would be great. I'd love that a lot.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Perfect.
I'll go.
Horror Nights, if you're listening, get real close because we're gonna have a conversation. We are giving you so many good ideas. Whether it's about the houses or just simple ideas or even merchandise, don't fumble the ball. All right?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool. Perfect. Thank you. We love you so much. Kisses and hugs. Kisses and hugs.
You're leaving money on the table if you're not.
Exactly. We're here for you. We got you. You need an idea? We got you. Free of charge, maybe.
Because we love you.
Asterix. Okay, so our next house, which we did have a guitar on the original Spec map, and then we lost the guitar on Spec map 2, and now we have a guitar back, but this guitar has devil horns next to it, which the other guitar did not.
The other guitar was like an electric guitar, and it had a lightning bolt in it.
It did.
And this is an acoustic guitar, and it has little horns.
The vibes are different.
Yes, very different. This is the world of Coco, but when the afterlife is goes bad.
This is the bad place.
This is Coco hell. The house.
The house. Da 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 da. Da 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 da.
What is
Where
that
should
song?
I put my shoes? I'm your more, I'm your more.
Oh.
You say, put them on your head. I'm your more, I'm your more. You make me un poco loco. Okay, anyways.
Proud Corazon is my favorite song in that movie, by the way.
That is a good one.
Yeah.
I have no idea what this could be. I know I just talked about having creative ideas for Horror Nights to use, but I now have none. I am run dry.
Yeah.
It's most likely an original. I have heard a rumor that there are most likely going to be 3 IPs and 7 originals, which would make sense.
That already isn't true on this list, though.
How? Oh, I see.
There's 5 IPs on here.
That's true. So maybe, we already know The Last of Us and Chucky.
Yeah.
So it's either going to be... Well, okay.
Because again, remember, Monsters counts as an IP, even though its original stories, it still counts as IP.
That's so annoying. I will still take 4 IPs and 6 originals. If we don't get Exorcist in place of Stranger Things and Monsters, I'll be okay with that.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Yeah. I'm okay with that.
This guitar house, it's probably an original.
Mm-hmm.
What I want is the haunted house adaptation of Tenacious D's Tribute. Do you know that song?
Yes.
That's what I want. I want a band who encounters a demon or a devil, Fazoli in this case, and
Pasta
Fazool from hell itself. And they have to write the world's best song in order to escape. That's what I want.
Yeah.
This is Tenacious D in The Pick of Destiny, the movie, the house.
The movie, The House.
Yes. : Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
Or Coco Hell. Either way.
Coco Hell. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Yeah.
Because honestly, and I don't really think that Coco Hell is an option on the table, but they would be able to do that because it's like you're just
Yeah.
using Mexican folklore and twisting it. And so, like, that's public domain. If you were inspired, if you think this reminds you of Coco, that's on you.
Right.
We didn't do that.
Nah.
You're connecting dots. We did not put that line in the middle there. You did.
Exactly. What if the Devil started a band and they went on tour, but something happened on tour and they started killing people?
Okay. Yeah.
Or
I like that idea too. The Devil Band. I like that.
Devil band. A music shop run by the devil.
Okay. Yeah.
Is there any pop culture band that wears devil anything?
I mean, Gene Simmons is known as the demon in Kiss. Like his makeup look, each of their makeup looks has a name, and his is the demon.
All right.
So that's that. There's The Devil Went Down to Georgia. But that would be with a fiddle, not with a guitar, which is why this has to be Tenacious D tribute, not The Devil Went Down to Georgia.
Right.
But
that's fair.
There's the classic thing, I don't even know what you call it, just the concept of like selling your soul to the devil in exchange for fame. You know what I mean?
True.
Which could potentially be an avenue to explore.
True.
You know, there's a really fun SNL sketch with Will Ferrell and Garth Brooks, where Garth Brooks is like this some guy just like trying to write songs on his guitar, and the devil shows up and he's like, I have written you the best song. Will Ferrell plays the devil, and like his songs are all just like terrible. And it's fun. It's on the Best of Will Ferrell DVD that I used to watch all the time growing up.
I love it. I love it. Yeah, I guess we'll see if anything relating to the devil or music comes to the event. But as of right now, that's all we got.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't even remember what our ideas were when it was the guitar last time. But
I think Michelle said Stranger Things. She was like, this is Eddie Munson's guitar. And we were like, Michelle, don't be stupid.
Right. And now we're like, wait, maybe Michelle's like the smartest one on this podcast.
Yeah.
What did she know and who told her? Why didn't you tell the rest of us?
I think at the time I really thought, I was like, no, there's no way Stranger Things is coming back.
Yeah,
it's just
absolutely.
not possible. And here we are now. Look at us now.
I know. Look at us now.
Who would have thought?
Moving on to our next house. This is one of our two not speculated, but it is in fact coming to the event houses. And this is Naughty Dog's The Last of Us, which still, oh my gosh, Lee and I have been talking on Messenger for a day or so now about how excited we are because this house is going to be incredible. It's going to be so great.
I still need to play the game. I've floated the idea out on Twitter of if I streamed this, would anyone be interested in watching that? So I might, I'm probably going to do that.
Yay!
I won't be on camera. I don't think it'll just be my voice over the game. I might start like a Rush of Fear Twitch account.
Yeah.
And do it from there.
My gosh, look at us branching out onto other social platforms.
We'll wait till we get on Threads. There's no stopping us.
Yeah. Remember when Kim K broke the internet? Rush of Fear is breaking the internet.
Yeah.
Let me tell you.
Wait till you see what we can put on our butts.
Yeah. Guitars with devil horns.
Yeah.
Balance. God almighty. Yeah, I think that would be a great idea. I would love it. I know when I was listening to the most recent UUOP episode where they talked about the Last of Us announcement, Michelle mentioned that she was watching the playthrough of the first game that I put out on Twitter, which is very exciting because it was a really good one. Not that I've watched any others, but I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
As a non-gamer, it was very helpful. So I will reshare that link if anyone is interested.
Mm-hmm.
But you can also play it for yourself if you feel so inclined, because it's not one that you want to miss. I think I hope that going through this house, you don't fully need all the knowledge of The Last of Us, or they give you a little bit of knowledge as you enter the house, whether it's through like a video on the outside or audio, whatever it may be. But also the story of The Last of Us is just so incredible that you should give it time yourself, whether it is watching the show, which isn't relating to the house, but you will get similar characters and a storyline, or playing the game, or watching a playthrough, whatever it may be.
Yeah.
Do yourself the favor and watch it, because it's just such an incredible story. And I can't say enough good things about it.
And this house entrance is next to Men in Black, in the corner by the little Coke freestyle thing, which probably puts it. They can only put one house entrance in Kid Zone because Kid Zone is walled off for construction. So this on the other side is probably going to take us into the new parade building where the weekend was last year. And I hope that somewhere in the park they have somewhere near this house. Maybe not in the line because I think it would slow things down. But like, you know how at Best Buy they have those things where you can play video games?
Yeah, like what McDonald's used to have back in the day.
Oh, sure. Yeah. I think they did. Just have some of those out. There's like 4 PlayStations in like demo mode, and you can play a little bit of The Last of Us. And
yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
I think one thing going into this year's event, expect interesting cue lines that we've never seen before. And don't get frustrated with the team members if you're just a tad confused. The entire back half of the park is under construction. All right.
Yeah.
So just, it's going to be funky. It's going to be weird. It's going to be crowded because it's always crowded. And just look for signs, ask questions, and be nice because it's going to be confusing.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. I don't know that there's much more to say about The Last of Us. We talked about it on an episode, and we know that it's real. And yay.
Yay, Last of Us.
Yeah.
Next one.
Last house on the list. We've been talking for so long. I feel like we got to speed up a little.
Yeah, that's fair.
Universal Studios Monsters Paris.
Yay. This is one that has been on every single spec map so far.
Yeah.
And with the trend that they've been going on since HHN30, HHN29, with all the monsters houses, I think that this one, even though it's still rumored, is coming in some aspect. I think we will have a Universal Monsters house in some aspect.
I think Monsters House is just a given every year.
Yeah.
Basically. There's no reason not to do it.
They're so popular. They're so good.
And it's just a bottomless well of characters that Universal owns.
Exactly.
That they're basically free to do whatever they want with. So, like, why wouldn't you?
Exactly.
And it's just a matter of combining the parts and putting them in a setting and coming up with an interesting way to use them. But, like,
making a story.
It's always welcome.
Yeah. Last year's house was fantastic. I think it's one of my favorites of the Monsters houses we've had so far. The storyline was new to us, but it's characters that we've known for as long as I can remember.
That was me going through that house. I was like, hey, I know you.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, I know you.
I dressed up as you one time.
Hey, you, I know you.
And I think the Monsters in Paris, I'm excited to move into some of the, not lesser known, but like the ones that aren't always in, most pop culture as often. Yeah. So like Phantom of the Opera, Dracula's not Paris. I don't know why I keep thinking of him. He's just such a cool guy. But definitely Phantom of the Opera. I think Phantom of the Opera is like an untapped well, just like you said, that we should do more of. Because that section of the original Universal Monsters house was so cool with the really piano organ and
the chandelier.
Yes, and the big velvet curtains that the characters popped out of.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful. All right. Let's talk about scare zones.
Yeah.
Yeah. A
There.
lot
Okay.
different than the last spec map.
Yeah, last time we had holidays, The Last of Us was a scare zone in New York, and everything else was unknown.
Exactly. All right. Starting at the front of the park. I don't even know. Is it now called Illumination Alley, or is it still called Avenue of the Stars?
I mean, maybe both. It is called Illumination Avenue.
Okay.
Is the official name of the street, but
Cool.
I'm sure that it wasn't ever publicly, like, there was never a sign up anywhere that said Avenue of the Stars. I think that's kind of just what the park called it internally.
That's valid.
But whatever. Minion Road.
Minion Road. On our spec map, it says Carnival of Oddities Horde. And I will say Carnival of Odd is all capitalized.
Right.
The itties of oddities is lowercase and horde is capitalized. I don't know if that means anything.
This is my guess, is that it has to do with Odd Fellow.
I also think that as well.
You know what?
It's just funny.
Looking at where this is placed, it's actually not on Illumination Avenue in between the Minion rides. This is up front, like right in the turnstiles, because it's like it's in front of like Hello Kitty.
Oh yeah, and you know what? There's not even a scare zone specified. Now that you say that, yeah, you're right. I wonder if Illumination, like Harry Potter, said we don't want any Horror Night stuff.
Yeah,
by our things.
I think it's possible, and it would make sense. Like I would understand that.
And you know what? I'm not mad about it, because even though I've loved most of the scare zones that go on Avenue of the Stars, like Anarcade is still my all-time favorite, it has become more of a nightmare to walk down that street.
Anarcade is so non-representative of a normal Avenue of the Stars scare zone. They're usually pretty weak. Out of necessity. Like it's impossible to put impressive sets there. Yeah. It's just too busy all the time. Yeah. So the idea of doing a horde, which is, I'm guessing, like a chainsaw horde. I'm glad it's not called, well, this isn't an official map, and this is also not official in any way at all. Fair. But the idea of having a horde, air quotes around it, not roaming, because they don't actually ever roam. But like, you know, in Springfield, we got those chainsaw people, and it's called a roaming horde because there's no actual set. They're just characters in an area of the park. And so, like, that kind of feels like the most logical way to handle the front of the park, just even not considering Illumination and Minions. Yeah. It's just like, it's become too much of a logistical nightmare to put a scare zone right there. It just doesn't work. Yeah, especially with the entrance of that house being there now, like it was back in 27. Yeah. I think if it does come to reality that there is not an actual set scare zone with big set pieces like there was last year and years previous, I think it'll definitely open up that front area more, and it won't be as congested and claustrophobic, which will be nice for the roaming horde up front and for the entrance of that house. So, you know what they could even do? Because I'm thinking about like Hallow Scream. You know, the entrance courtyard area of Hallow Scream has like that weird tower of chain link fences and like barrels and stuff. And they've got girls dancing on them. And they've, you know, there's characters kind of roaming around that area. And if they, it feels weird to take a page out of Hallow Scream's book for Halloween Horror Nights, but it does kind of solve a problem, like, for the specific problem that that Universal has of it's just too crowded at the front of the park. Yeah. So we have to scale down. And so putting something like that out of the way, not in the street, but even maybe right in front of that new Universe store where the Hello Kitty and Betty Boop stuff is. Like, if you put something in that courtyard in front of there, that's just like you're here, you're at Horror Nights, and there's chainsaw characters running around in this front area of the park. Welcome, you're here, you made it, go have fun. But like, we're not going to try to immerse you in any story because it can't really, like, that, as amazing as that Pumpkin Lord was last year, it was just such a problem having something that cool
nightmare
right there. But if you moved him off the sidewalk where he was into the center of that Hello Kitty courtyard, I think that might be the way to go.
Yeah. And one, oh my God, my brain just stopped working. One thing that happens most often, especially with the chainsaw horde directly at the entrance of the park, is that it makes people mush in. People often move away from the chainsaw horde. Whereas when you have the chainsaw horde at the entrance and then a scare zone at Avenue of the Stars, you now get this weird flow of people who are running away from the chainsaws, but then stopping in the scare zone.
Yeah.
So if you take away the scare zone, then you just have people flowing actively into the park away from the chainsaws.
Yeah.
Mush, mush, mush in.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. And if it relates back to that house, that's even better because we love synergy. Yeah. Double storytelling. Moving on to our next scare zone, which is New York. Last spec map, this was Naughty Dog's The Last of Us. And this spec map, it is a bunch of symbols. And those are... Wait. Those are astrological symbols.
Yeah, right? I thought so. I recognize some of them, and I don't recognize... I'm not seeing other ones that I would have thought I would seen. Like, which one of these is the Libra symbol? I'm a Libra. I don't see the scales.
I don't either.
But maybe that's a different thing than like what these symbols are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Astrological symbols. Okay. The arrow with the line is mine. That one is Sagittarius.
Okay.
The V up top is Aries. The M is the Scorpio. Above the M is Taurus. Next to the M is Gemini. Then you have Cancer. You also have Virgo. What'd you say? Libra?
Yeah.
You are the line with the little nipple in the middle.
The line. Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, with the hump. Under you is Aquarius. Next to Aquarius is Pisces. And I think I covered all of them except for Leo, which is the circle with the line. So all of these are astrological symbols, which I don't know what that means, but it could be pretty cool. Yeah. All the sapphics will be super excited. We're sluts for astrological symbols.
I know nothing about astrology or zodiac of any kind, so I'm ready to learn. In this scare zone, I'm going to be asking a lot of questions.
Maybe it's like all of the because each sign has not only a symbol, but it has kind of like not a person, but something that relates to it. So like
a creature or an object that represents it.
Exactly. So maybe like they all turn bad or I don't know.
It feels kind of like the 7 Deadly Sins scare zone.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it takes a thing, a known set, and it, uses that. That's a cool idea. I like it.
It is a cool idea. And it's New York, so it has plenty of space. Mm-hmm. I've always thought one thing that would be so cool, since you have the Mummy right there, is to do like a Mummy style scare zone.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if they would be able to do that, whether it's relating to the Mummy movies or if it's just like the Mummy in general, like the Universal Monsters Mummy. Mm-hmm. But have they ever done a Mummy scare zone or just houses?
I'm not sure. I don't know.
Because like an archaeological Egyptian dig with
Yeah.
mummies wandering around and maybe like a Rick O'Connell being like, oh my God, the mummies are everywhere.
Right.
And
or even if it wasn't specifically IP related, but just like that general adventurer type of vibe, you know. I watched all the Indiana Jones movies in preparation for the new one, and
so good.
I didn't like the new one, but man, like
Oh.
the rest of them, so fun.
Yeah.
Love them.
It could
Temple
be
of
pretty
Doom
cool.
honestly would be like a zone.
Oh yeah.
Or something inspired by that would be great.
Poseidon's Fury scare zone. Could be pretty cool.
Yeah, Darkanon is the new icon.
Oh my God, that'd be so cool. Can you imagine? But they have to dress him exactly how they did in that early 80s, 90s.
His stupid red Party City costume.
Exactly. Moving on to our next scare zone, which is
San Francisco.
Yes. It is horns, ? They're not, I'm not going to say they're tentacles because they're too symmetrical and I don't see any suction cups. So they look kind of like horns, whether they're
or
not
like
devil horns.
Angry eyebrows.
Where are my angry eyebrows?
It looks like a Thwomp's eyebrows, the big block guys in Mario.
Or like the Lorax eyebrows, but without the fuzzies on top.
Yeah.
If you turn it upside down, it's a mustache, and that means that we're getting a Tim Tracker scare zone.
Oh, that's terrifying to me.
That's like his thing, is anytime he like is filming and he sees anything that has a mustache, he just goes, Tim Tracker. Just because he also has a mustache. But I don't know, horns, not devil horns, because we already have devil horns on a guitar.
Yeah.
But maybe they kind of look like goat horns. Maybe this is some sort of like satanic goat bad devil something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Doesn't Beelzebub have like goat horns?
Yeah, okay.
All right. I don't know.
I don't know either.
I'm pulling at strings here.
We've got nothing to go on. But there's something very interesting about this next thing.
Yes.
And I'd rather talk about that than just just spin our wheels with nothing to go on.
Go for it, Kenneth.
Okay. In Diagon Alley, for the first time ever, potentially, speculated, we may get Death Eaters at Halloween Horror Nights. Because we already have Death Eaters in Hogsmeade. And that's cool. And that's fun. But why weren't they at Horror Nights?
Yeah.
If we just do Death Eaters as is, why couldn't they be part of Halloween Horror Nights?
Yeah.
You know?
They've been announced for a second year over at Universal Studios Hollywood during Horror Nights. They had them last year for the first time during the event, and then they're getting them again this year. So I think that it would be great. I would love it. Great.
I would love it. It would give me a reason to go into Diagon Alley during Horror Nights, which I normally don't.
Yeah.
And I will say the one downside to this is not a downside for me, but I know that there are people who go to Horror Nights who don't necessarily love it, who sometimes need a break from the scary stuff. And so Diagon Alley has been that escape for those people all these years that Diagon has been there.
Yeah.
And so this does kind of take that away from them. And I say, grow up and get over it. It's not that bad. The scares are fun and fake, and we're here to have a scary time.
Yeah.
So
and
but I do think it is important to have those safe zones, and it'll just have to be somewhere else now.
The Death Eaters, though, like when the Death Eaters are over in Hogsmeade, they're not scaring people. So you'll still have a safe zone. It's just every 30 to 45 minutes, there's going to be a couple of Death Eaters wandering around and interacting with different set pieces that they have placed in the zone. They're not going to be like jumping out and that they're jumping out and scaring you.
No, that they have like
Oh.
the spells and stuff that they can do, like they do in
Yeah.
Hogsmeade. That's really fun.
Yeah. I mean, I'm assuming that they would bring similar set pieces over like they did in Hogsmeade to have them
Yeah.
here. And like when you think about the books, the Death Eaters they go through Diagon Alley, I think, more in the books than they do Hogsmeade. Because there's that whole scene in one of the last movies where they're like flying through or whatever. So like, I don't know. It could be cool.
Yeah.
Especially down like Nocturne Alley. Prime
yeah.
time. Prime. So great. I'm
Big
so
scares.
excited.
Yeah, I like this idea. I hope it's real.
Cool. Do you just want to talk about the show since it's right here?
Sure. Nightmare Fuel is coming back. We'll watch some dancing, loud music, magic.
Fire.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I always forget about the fire.
Yeah. The way that you started talking about Nightmare Fuel, it sounded like that one queer character from SNL who's like, this place has everything.
Oh, Stefan.
Yes.
Yeah. New York's hottest club is Nightmare Fuel. This place has everything. Fire, people dancing, guys on the leash, magic. And who's that over there? I can't improvise a Stefan joke, but it's
that was good. I really enjoyed it.
We love Stefan.
Yeah, he's great. Yay, Nightmare Fuel, exciting. Hopefully, though, this year they do just a little bit something different because the past 2 years were very, very similar. And I get it. We like what we do, but maybe this year we change it up just a little bit.
All I need is for them to change the bookends, like the magic trick at the beginning and the end with the bed and the cage or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, mix it up.
Yeah.
Something different. That's all.
Because, like, at least Bill and Ted, they did something different every year, whether it was pulling different characters or different storyline. Like, yes, Bill and Ted were obviously always in it. And yes, there was something going wrong, but at least they had different things each time. Academy of Villains, they did something different themed every year. So why can't we keep... Because if we keep doing the exact same thing with Nightmare Fuel every single year, but only changing up, like, maybe a song or two or like a different dance move, it's gonna start to get a little stale. We gotta switch it up just a tad.
This is my theory of what happened with last year's Nightmare Fuel and why I think it might be more different this year. I think it's possible that last year, remember how they closed Fear Factor and they were supposed to tear that whole theater down. And there was no house next to it because it was supposed to be under construction. But then they canceled that expansion to Diagon Alley, and then the theater stayed there. And so they're like, oh, well, we got to do something here. So I have a feeling that last year's Nightmare Fuel was as similar as it was to the first one because it was kind of a last minute, we'll kind of just do the same show and we'll like change some of the parts in the middle, but like it's basically the same. I think that's what happened. And so I think this year they know that they're going to be doing it like further in advance, so they have time to rework the entire show. I think last year it was kind of just like, just do it again. Yeah. Put it back. We didn't think that we were going to need a show here, and now we do. So just do it again. I think that's what happened.
And also, all the Fuel girls were able to come over this time, whereas the previous year it was just like, I think 1, maybe 2. So maybe they were like, well, we didn't get to do our full show the first year because of COVID. Like, Can we do it this year? So yeah, I guess that makes sense. But I hope this year it's just a little bit different.
I would imagine that, like, especially after they saw how popular it was for a second year in a row, and with it being the same, I think they kind of were just like, this is just the show now. We do Nightmare Fuel. That's part of Horror Nights. And now we know. So now we can plan it accordingly. You know, I that's what I imagine it happened behind the scenes. I don't actually know anything, but that makes so much sense to me.
Yeah. What's next?
Next, we have in Springfield a Megan horde, which is a wacky idea to me. I love the idea of Megan being at Horror Nights, but as a roaming horde in Springfield is kind of out of left field to me. I'm not mad at it. It's just a very interesting choice.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I still haven't seen the movie, so that is something that I will have to do. So
It's fun.
the only context I have is the silly little dance that I see on the internet. But Megan also kind of gives me the same vibes of like the twins from The Shining, and any small kid that has kind of a vacant stare that's just going to stare at you as they walk towards you or dance towards you will give me the heebie-jeebies. So sure, why not? Just a bunch of Megans running around.
I hadn't even considered that. The idea of an entire scare zone or whatever, a horde.
Yeah.
That is made entirely of tiny female presenting people is very exciting.
Yeah.
It's just not what you think of, but like I love that. I love that idea. Like that it's such a creepy look because usually you get the small creepy girls as part of a mix of lots of things.
Right.
But this is just a bunch of people pretending to be a 10-year-old little girl robot.
Yep.
Cool.
Here for it.
Yeah.
Works for me. Yay. Okay, moving on to our next scare zone, which is Central Park. All it says is jungle.
Maybe this is our adventurer scare zone. Remember we were just talking about with the mummy themed one. Maybe we've got like Tomb of the Ancients, the scare zone.
Yeah. I mean, I never got to go through Tomb of the Ancients, and it's one that I regret. So I would love this. Let's do it. Jungle, maybe some like Aztec-y, maybe some, I don't know, archaeologist, but somehow spooky and scary.
Yeah.
This is Raiders of the Lost Ark, but the original scene, like the beginning scene.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Where he's running through the jungle. Yeah. I'm here for it. I mean, it's already full of trees and fences, so it could work. Why not?
Yeah.
Give it to me.
I love that. I hope that's what it is, and I like it.
Next to the jungle scare zone is a purple dot, and it says Vamp Show.
Wait, that's weird. Why would it say Vamp Show?
Because Vamp 69 is the next scare zone.
What? I was being stupid.
I was like, God, that's the next thing we're talking about. But also Vamp 69. Haha, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not 65.
Not 65, 69.
This is my wish list for Vamp 69. For any new listeners who might not know, I was in Vamp 55 Scare Zone as a character. I was a football player. And Vamp 85 was cool. But I think the celebrity lookalikes kind of lost the... I don't understand what that was for, you know? This like New Year's Eve party and like Prince is here. Why is Prince here? Or is it a guy dressed as Prince? And even then it's like, why? Because there were no celebrity lookalikes in Vamp 55. And maybe I'm being a snob. Maybe I'm being a snob. And that's, if I am, let me know. It's very possible.
You're being a snob. No.
The celebrity lookalike aspect of Vamp 85 just did not connect to me. I was like, what is this? What does this have to do with Vamp? You know, the Vamp 55 was about this big party, big celebration. Vampires come in, turn everybody into vampires, and now it's a big disaster. Great. Vamp 85, New Year's Eve, same idea. New Year's Eve party, vampires show up, ruin the mess. Bunch of punk vampires. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Why is Michael Jackson here? I don't understand. That was my number one issue with that whole zone. I was just like the celebrity lookalikes just kind of feel like it loses the thread of like what made the zone cool the first time. Like this introduces a whole new element that I just think doesn't make sense with the rest of it.
Yeah.
So 69, let's get hippies, let's get moon landing stuff, we don't need the Beatles.
No Beatles.
Don't give us vampire Beatles.
No Beatles.
Don't want that.
No.
I don't know who other celebrities that were in the 60s. I have no idea. We don't need them. We don't want them. I don't want that. Give us the classic, generic 60s stereotypical archetypes as vampires.
Yep.
And it's like Woodstock gets attacked by vampires.
Mm-hmm.
And
oh my God. That'd be so good. Maybe that's what the vamp show is.
It's like, Woodstock. Oh my God.
It's Woodstock.
Okay, fine. We can have some musicians. We can have a vampire Jimi Hendrix, but only because he's playing on stage at Vampire Woodsteak.
Get it? Halloween Horror Nights creative. Get really close. Get really close. If you fumble the ball.
Yeah.
I will not be buying Express this year. Okay?
We are printing you money right now.
Yeah. I don't know what it is with my brain, but sometimes the way you say things, it just reminds me of other things. So the way that you said that, it made me think of we are farmers. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
Oh, yes.
I'm losing my mind.
I love that. I love it.
Well, HN Nightmares on your next spec map. I hope to see Vampire Woodsteak or just Woodsteak 69. Yeah. Haha, nice.
Woodsteak 69.
Yeah. Yeah, because that is genius. Genius. Looking at all these scare zones, though, like, let's say tomorrow everything here was announced.
Mm-hmm.
It is such a strange mix.
It's very diverse. And I love that. That's what I like. I like for every zone to feel very different. I don't need one through line connecting all the zones. I don't need them all to be on theme.
Yeah.
I like having everything be different as long as each one feels like a complete idea.
Yeah. I agree.
I love it.
I do. And there's nothing, I mean, from our original spec, or not the original, but from our spec map 2.0, besides having a Last of Us scare zone, there's really nothing that I feel like I lost. I would love a holidays scare zone, but that is something that we can do any year. Like, it doesn't have to be a right now kind of thing. I am sad if we do lose a Last of Us scare zone, because I think having a scare zone and then traveling into the house just would be so amazing. And it would really help tell the story more. But that's okay. That's all right. I'm not going to be mad. But yeah, how do we feel about this spec map?
I like it. I think it's fun. I think there's a lot of interesting things here. A lot of surprises, and I'm looking forward to more announcements and confirming more of this stuff, or seeing more of. Yeah. I think that sentence is over.
Period. Yeah. I feel the same way. I am very happy with everything that is on here, even though we just guessed on a lot of things. I'm very excited to get more announcements, just like you said. The drop of Frequent Fear hopefully should be sometime right around the corner. Probably tomorrow, because we recorded this on the 6th. So most likely Frequent Fear is going to drop tomorrow, because that's just how things are around here. Yeah. Or we're going to get some sort of announcement tomorrow. But
I don't know. They like to announce things on Thursdays, so they didn't announce something today. So
that's true.
Probably not going to get it.
That's very fair. But yeah. All right. I think that is going to do it for this episode.
Way longer than I ever thought it would.
Yeah, it did. When you and I are together, we do chit chat a lot. There's a lot of tangents, but you know what? I have the best time. So
that's how I like my podcasts to be, is full of tangents. When I'm a listener, that's what I like.
Full of tangents, full of radio jingles, and pulling from other forms of media. It is
and
what
I
it
hope
is.
you all listeners like that too, because that's what you got. And if you didn't like it, too bad. You probably didn't even make it here.
Yeah, that's valid. All right, well, thank you so much for listening, and we hope to see you soon in the fog. Until next time, for more content, be sure to check out our Facebook page at facebook.com/rushoffear and follow us on Instagram and Twitter at RushOfFearPod. For more general Universal Orlando Resort news, check out our friends and UUOP network hosts over at the unofficial Universal Orlando podcast, wherever podcasts can be found.
For all your travel needs, especially HHN related, reach out to our co-host and sponsor, Portkey Vacations. Visit her website, portkeyvacations.com, and just click on the Portkey and submit your no-obligation quote request to begin planning your next magical vacation. And be sure to check out my band, Pangolin, everywhere you listen to music online, and follow us on social media at PangolinFL. If this episode is out before July 8th, come see us on July 8th at Sun on the Beach in Old Town Kissimmee for Emotion Fest. And come see us August 5th at Florida Underground Fest in downtown Orlando. And in Gainesville on Halloween weekend, I forget what the exact dates are, for The Fest. And we'll be on the lookout for new music, which we got coming hopefully very soon.
Yay!
And follow the UUOP on TikTok at UUOPod, where you'll find Maddy creating weird and wacky videos every so often.
Darn tootin'. All right. Thanks for listening, everybody. We appreciate you so incredibly much. Michelle, we miss you dearly. We will hope to see you very soon. And the podcast has come to an end. Now, get out.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.